The first step to becoming successful is realizing that you are in fact the problem. First thing I want to say today is that I greatly apologize for wearing pajamas right now, but it's after school on a Friday evening, and if you know, you know. Anyway, so in today's video, I want to talk about how to actually become successful. There are so many videos on the internet talking about how to be successful, how to make money, how to be good at something, whatever it is. Whatever form you're trying to become successful in, it doesn't matter what form, this video is going to help you. Why? Because I'm hoping that I'm going to make you realize that you are literally preventing yourself from achieving success. Obviously, success comes in many forms and everybody wants to achieve success differently, so there isn't a one-step guide to achieving success, but I can give you a baseline sort of rules that'll show you what's good and what's bad in what it terms like if you want to achieve a successful life. So the first thing, and probably one of the most important things, is to realize that you have to stop blaming everyone, because even if it is their fault, blaming someone isn't going to change anything. It could be their fault, but just because you're blaming that person, that's not going to change anyone or anything. You need to let go of whatever happened that's causing you to blame that person, or even if you're blaming that person for no reason, let go of that and move on and do your own thing. Focus on yourself. It took me a really long time to understand that getting angry is the worst possible thing you can do, because got it, that is your boundary. You stick to it, but that is another human being with their own experiences, their own life values. Everything that they do is through their head. They're not you. They don't think like you. So why do you expect them to accept your boundaries when sometimes they can't even accept their own? The whole point of achieving success is setting boundaries, obviously, but don't focus on enforcing those boundaries on other people. Wherever you go, don't even expect the bare minimum from people. Expect less than the bare minimum, because the less you expect, the more you will rely on yourself. And the more you rely on yourself, the more likely you are to become successful in whatever form of success you're trying to achieve. So imagine I'm trying to gain a lot of money fast or whatever it is, and I want to gain money. So I'm there going like, okay, what can I do? Can I do this? Can I do that? I watch YouTube videos about it. I don't know. I look through social media about it. I talk to other people about it. And then I think through all the things that people talked about me. I decide logically what I think is right and what I think is wrong, what I should do and what I shouldn't do. I make my own decisions, I learn from my mistakes, I do the same thing over and over again until I start making proper money, right? So that's basically the easy steps of achieving success. It sounds easy, but it's hard. And that's not even the point. Pretend you achieved this success and you're trying to give advice to other people, but the other person is like, oh yeah, no, I want to do this instead. They're not listening to you. You have to understand, that's okay. That's their problem. And at the end of the day, you are giving every single human being more credit than they deserve. Expect the least from everybody. And whenever they do something that you think is more than the least, you'll be extremely well surprised. Because the less you expect, trust me, the best way to success is to do it yourself, whatever it is. But yet here you are, focusing on other people, thinking other people are going to help you, when in fact at the end of the day, everybody is living their own life. So why do you think they would spare a moment of their time to think about yours? They shouldn't. It's logical, and if they do, you don't deserve them. Stop thinking in a way that's like, oh yeah, but this person didn't focus on this rule that I set, this boundary that I set, whatever it is. Stop thinking like that. Start thinking of the positives. And if that person breaks such a boundary that you know it's not, like it's something's wrong with them if they broke it, stop being friends with them. Stop being in a relationship with them. Stop interacting with that person. Move on. It's okay. They live their own life. You live their own. It's not that deep. The mistake I have realized through my whole life that I have been constantly making is realizing that every time I left a friendship, it was my own fault. I kept thinking, oh no, it's this person's fault, it's this person's fault. But you know what? At the end of the day, you know what was making me not be able to get into a successful friendship? It was was the fact I was so used to toxic friendships. I developed maybe one toxic friendship when I was a child, and somehow that influenced my whole life to the point that I attracted toxic people. Whatever friend you make and whatever they do, it is never on them. It is always on you. Do you want to understand why it is always on you? Because the more you blame other people, the less you're going to learn. So the more boundaries and the more things you put on yourself, the more you're going to understand. And it's not about who takes the blame. It's understanding that no matter what, both sides of whatever argument, whatever relationship have done wrong. Achieving success can be done in many forms. It's maybe getting a relationship, making money, getting something materialistic that you really want, becoming closer to God, genuinely improving your life, improving your fashion sense, whatever it is. There's so many different forms of success, but you have to start realizing that no matter which form of success you want to achieve, you can't rely on anyone for it. So stop relying on people. The more you rely on people, the more likely you are to get disappointed and to not achieve that success that you're dreaming about. Another thing you should realize, people don't care. They don't. At the end of the day, no matter who it is, your grandparents, your parents, your friends, your partner, no matter who, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, does anyone actually care? They don't. They don't care if you succeed. They don't care if you fail. The only person that should care about that is you. Example that everyone should be getting from is your parents. Sure, they care for you. They want the best for you. But they also have their own lives to live. Do you get me? So really start focusing on yourself. And whenever somebody else focuses on themselves, accept that and understand it's not because they're selfish. It's because the more they improve themselves, the more knowledge and the more value they can give to you. The more we focus on ourselves, the more better things we provide to the people we know, to the people we have relationships with. Start being selfish. Because nobody cares if you fail. Literally. The only person that cares is you. So even if you do fail, start realizing no one cares. Whether that's something that'll motivate you or demotivate you, it doesn't matter. It's a fact. Nobody cares. But you know what's not a fact? An opinion of somebody else about you. This may sound very weird, but the wizard Liz once said this, and I think it's a really good quote kind of thing. It's it goes something like this. Their opinion of me is not my business. That's life-changing. Some people need to hear that. Their opinion is not my business. Their opinion of me is not my business. It's their business. So stop caring what other people think of you. No matter if it's a whole group of people or if it's one person or if it's someone from your family or someone you know, it doesn't matter. Focus on yourself. And if that relationship, that group is toxic, leave them, find another group. Find people that are better than you. Find people you can grow with. Learn from. Their mentality I once saw on the internet was if you walk into a room and you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You're not supposed to be there. Try to purposefully hang out with people that are dumber than you because you want to know that you're the best. Constantly strive to be in environments that are better than you and have a better mentality than you and overall are more confident, whatever. Because the more people you meet like that, the more environments you're in like that, the better you will become. But the more environments you are in that are stupider than you, the more stupider you will become. You will try to reach both levels. It's kind of a social form of fitting in. If you hang out with people that are smart, you're going to want to get smarter, and you are going to get smarter. If you hang out with people that are more stupid than you, you're going to get stupider. That is totally logical. If you want to achieve success in something, whatever that is, it can be absolutely anything. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to achieve success in, remember, you have to have 100% confidence in that. Example, I will become a successful YouTuber. I have 100% confidence in that. Do I care about your opinion? I don't. It's your own business. It's not my business at all. Do you get me? I will become an author. Whatever your opinion on that is, it's your business. I will become successful, and I am successful both mentally, physically, emotionally, and on all levels of my life. Whatever your opinion is, I don't care. That's the mentality you should have right now. It's the mentality you should go through your whole life with. Because the more confident you are, the more you actually believe what you're saying, the more likely it is to become true. When I just said those couple of sentences to you, I tried to make them as believable as possible. Not to you, but to myself. Because the only person that actually needs to believe is me. I'm the only person that's going to stay with myself forever. Everybody else is only a fraction, a part of my life. Me, I'm with me until the very end. Forever, basically. Of course I'm going to prioritize myself. Of course I'm going to say these type of things to myself. I'm going to believe my dreams. I genuinely don't have a doubt about the things I just said. I know they're going to happen. That is how confident I am. That's how confident everybody should be. You should be that way. So again, stop caring what other people think. That is a mindset. You can actively choose to care or not care what other people think. Of course, we are social animals. In some way, it is wired into us to care about what other people think. But it is possible to get past that system, that computer, that way you were programmed. It is. So stop caring what other people think. Get off social media. Why do you get off social media? Social media is specifically designed to make you feel insecure. Listen to more people that are genuinely going to provide you with good knowledge. Knowledge you're going to use out in the world. Knowledge you can give to yourself. Start reading more books. Start being interested in something. Start getting new hobbies. Find your way to success in life, in all forms of life. Educate yourself in absolutely nothing and absolutely everything. The more you know, the more powerful you are. The less attached to other people you are, the more powerful you are. Become as successful and powerful as before. Become the first honestly happy and successful person in your family. At the end of the day, you're going to ask yourself, so no one cares if I fail, right? So why should I do it? Do it for you. Do it. Look at yourself when you were 5, 2, 3, 4 years old. Look at yourself and be like, I'm doing it for him. I'm doing it for her. I'm doing it for that person. I'm doing it for my inner child. Whenever I feel sad, whenever I feel demotivated in any way, I think of me as like a 2 or 3-year-old, a little toddler that barely knew how to crawl. And I'm like, damn, I'm doing it for her, you know? I'm doing it for my inner child. Because she dreamt about me. She manifested me. I am her. She is me. My whole life, I have manifested this version of myself, and I continue to manifest even better versions of myself. This is the youngest I'm ever going to be, and I will focus on this moment. Realize that as much as success is kind of for the future, because you might not be able to get it immediately, ask yourself, what can you get immediately right now? Right now, you can get any mindset you want. You can do anything you want in your given area, in your given space, anything. If you're trying to achieve success in something that has never been achieved before in this world, if you're trying to build a flying car, random example, whatever it is, whatever you're trying to do, and it's never been achieved, you're like, people are like, oh yeah, you can't do this. You're like, oh no, I can't. Maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm not, this is me. But deep down, you'll know. Because nothing is impossible. perspective. Pure will. People have literally healed their sicknesses by pure will. So that means you can achieve anything just by what you think and how confident you are in something. People have went through such dramatic experiences in their lifetimes. It doesn't matter what level of trauma that is. Everybody has their own traumas. Everybody has their own experiences that made them think the way they think. Everybody has their own parents. Everybody has somebody, someone, nobody. In a way, they created their own experiences. So did other people. Everybody thinks differently. That's what makes you you. So start realizing whatever type of success you're trying to achieve, do it with confidence, do it with pride, do it with love for yourself. And also realize a lot of people are insecure nowadays about how smart they are, about the way they look. It doesn't matter. There will always be someone smarter and prettier than me. Always. No matter how pretty or how smart I am, there will always be someone better. It took me such a long time to understand this. But once I understood it, I became the most beautiful and smartest person in the world. You know why? Because I realized there's only one me. Sure, there might be that more smarter and more prettier person, right? Yeah, okay. But there's only one me. There is only one you. That is what makes you special, not just how smart or how pretty you are. That is not how life works. Everybody is themselves in a unique type of way, even if it's just one thing. There is always something that will differentiate you from another human being. Whether it's your personality, whether it's your looks, no matter what it is. Realize how special you are. The chances of you being born are so slim. You are a blessing on this earth. You have been created in the womb for 9 months. You came out of the womb. You somehow survived to live to this point in your life. And now you're going to be like, I don't care. I'm lazy. Everybody's mad at me. Everybody's going to judge me. I'm too scared to be successful. So what if you fail? So what? Get up and try again. You fail again? Get up. Wake up. Try again until you die. Keep striving for a better version of yourself until you're on your deathbed. Even when you're on your deathbed, strive into a better version of yourself. Because the whole point we're on this world, the whole point our soul is on all our bodies. The point of this is that you learn as much as possible. The thing you will have to realize about looks specifically is that this isn't me. This is not me. This is the body I was given. This is the body God gave me. This isn't me. What is me is my soul, my brain, what's inside me. This isn't me. I can change the way I look. I can dye my hair. I can get contacts for my eyes. I can get plastic surgery. We weren't meant to do all these things, of course, because God gave us a whole body that we're supposed to be proud of. We're supposed to live, survive in. And we're damaging that, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is realizing your appearance can be changed. So can your soul. But at the end of the day, always prioritize your soul and your brain over the way you look. Knowledge is more important. Beauty is perspective and temporary. Whenever you think you look ugly, remember, beauty is perspective and temporary. It's not forever. It never will be forever, and it's purely perspective. It's purely the standard of society. So please, whatever form you're trying to achieve success in, there is no easy way out. Stop trying to find easy way outs. Just go do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. If you want to be lazy and never achieve that thing and turn out to be 80 years old and you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm so sad I didn't choose. What happened if I did? So stop thinking what happened if you did and do it. You fail, okay, get up, try something else, do it again. It doesn't matter. At least you tried. This is something I saw in my personality ever since I was a little kid. I will give you guys one example, which is actually kind of funny, but I think it was somehow born into in my personality to try new things. Why? Whenever I was, for example, maybe at like a certain park, or like I was going on a roller coaster, for example, pretend I was scared of roller coasters, and I was like, oh, I'm so scared. What if something happens? I don't want to die. I'm not safe. But then I realized, no, I need this. You know why I need this? Because at the end of the day, this will make me feel good. Why will it make me feel good? Because I face my fears. It doesn't matter what fear that is. It doesn't matter how big or how small. Face your fears. It doesn't matter if it's trauma. It doesn't matter if it's the fear of spiders. Face them. Face that fear. Or else you're going to spend your whole life enslaved to it. And even if you do spend your whole life enslaved to it, at least you'll know that you tried. To be honest, whatever I'm doing, I'd rather die trying than not try at all. The worst thing you can do is not try. So start trying, whatever it is. Thank you so much for watching. That was a very long video. If you watched until the very end, thank you so much. I will see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.